Hello and welcome, everyone. We are going to be bringing forth my grandmother. I call her my Nana, and I thought I would chat with her and bring her through with some guidance for everyone. And also, I will be asking each of you here in my group on Facebook called Intuitive Angel Messages, where I enjoy going live at least once a week. I prefer, once a week is good to connect with everybody and to bring everyone together. And thank you, Carrie, for pulling angel cards for everyone. I really, really love that. And I just want everyone to give thought to a loved one in your mind. Now, if you have several loved ones in your mind, that's okay. I want you to bring forth the loved one that you feel most drawn towards, and most likely that loved one will have your other loved ones nearby, okay? So we're going to do this today, and we are going to bring in our loved one, and I want you to know that whether or not you are watching this in the moment with us and live here with me, or whether you are watching this at a later time, makes no mind to spirit. Okay? So remember that you can call upon your loved one anytime, and I want you to come along with us and think about your loved one right now. Okay, so I want you to call them in your mind. I want you to think of your loved one and then call them forward to come be with you right now. So whether you're watching this in the moment or later on, I want you to follow along with us. It doesn't matter, because they will get the memo, they will get the message. And if you are not feeling like participating, just come along and watch. If something feels highlighted for you, a message that comes through is really highlighted and really resonates with you, then that message is for you, okay? So irregardless of you getting a message today or not, remember that if something is highlighted, that is for you. That is for you. It's just like in our day-to-day, when a number sequence is highlighted, when you're drawn to look at something, a certain word, a certain person, if something's drawing your attention, it's for a reason. There's a reason for that. Okay. So before I, yeah, thank you. She's here with me. I was just gonna say, before I call my Nana forward, she's right behind me, and she just tapped me on the back of the head. Actually, it was the back of my neck. So I'd like everyone to think about your loved one, whomever it may be, and I would like you to ask them to step forward, and then I'd like you to quiet your mind. And I'd like you to ask them to give you a sign. We're looking for pressure or warmth up against the body. We're looking for one of your chakra centers to open and expand. If you feel pressure on the top of your head, that would be your crown chakra, your heart chakra. Okay. One thing your loved ones love to do, at least from what I've noticed, is they love to ear muff or ear cup. So all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I can't hear out of both my ears. It'll feel like this. Another thing that they love to do is they love to put a hand on the shoulder. For me, okay? For somebody else, it might be their arm. For me, it's always on the, but my Nana like just tapped me twice on the back of the head. So that got my attention. Okay, and does it feel like a hand actually tapping? No. It is her energy touching me twice. And it can feel like energy touching my body, and it goes in to my body a bit. So it feels like a little bit of warmth, energy, sometimes a zinger, depending on how much energy they're using. I've had Archangel Gabriel do this, and I had to ask him to ease off and not do it again. And I would say Archangel Gabriel's touch, that went real deep. And it was on the back of my head. And yeah, so it's really important that we vocalize when something doesn't feel good. That was too much. You woke me up in the middle of the night. You're pestering me. I know you're here to help me, but you're bothering me and I'd like to sleep. Okay? It's important that we set our boundaries. So important. So these are the ways that they're getting our attention. Okay? So I want you to sit quietly and I want you to ask them to make their presence known. You might feel an energy open up in the room right in front of you. You might feel energy come down, wash over the top of you. I want you to sit quietly, and then I want you to type in the comments what you are sensing and feeling around you in the room right now. Okay? And I want everyone to follow along who is watching this at a later time, and you can do the same thing. Even if you don't feel anything, I want you to type, I don't feel anything, okay? Okay, so let's practice this. You might feel shivers on one part of your body. You might feel heat and pressure. You might feel your chakra centers opening and expanding. Okay, you're getting showering from the top. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to sense is, does the energy feel just like energy, or does it feel more masculine, or does it feel more feminine, or you're just feeling energy? Okay, okay, and you don't feel anything? Okay, so there's two reasons why you may feel nothing. One is our frequency is a bit lower. Maybe we're going through grief, maybe we're struggling in life, or our energy is a bit lower, more lower vibrational thoughts and feelings during this time, and their frequency is quite high, so we're just not able to connect or feel because of the frequency difference. Second reason is your loved one is busy and can't come today, but we'll find out. And another reason would be, we're in the beginning of awakening, our chakra centers are newly opening. When your chakra centers start to open, because you're practicing channeling with oracle cards, angel cards, and you are asking questions and you're starting to invite them to come forward and you're practicing more, your chakra centers will open more. And when your chakra centers open more, then you will start to sense and pick up on the energy around you more. Okay? So there's multiple reasons why. And don't be thinking that just because your loved one doesn't come today, that they're not going to receive this message. Oh, because they will. Every bit of it. And who's going to deliver the message to your loved one? Does anybody have the answer to that? I love it. I'm going to read some of these and I want you to think about who delivers messages from you when your loved one is busy or just not present with you at that time. You can feel a tight hug. That's wonderful. So like a hug, okay? Okay. Oh, isn't that great? That's great, Uramis. When you're going about your day and you feel drawn to looking at a picture, that is them getting your attention. I am here with you. She's obviously reminding you. Boy, she's on it, isn't she? Another way that they get your attention is an image of them or their name will pop into your head, like out of the blue. So telepathically, they're putting themselves in your mind, but most of us slough it off, okay? But that is a way that they are getting your attention. Your D is getting heart chakra fluttering, coming right for the heart. Christina, I feel love. I love that. Crown and heart expansion. I feel my heart open and an overwhelming feeling of love. You know, when they say they're always in your heart, they're always with you, most of us were like, okay, I guess, what the heck does that mean? What it means is energy is everywhere, and they can come right into your heart chakra and affect your heart chakra. They can open it up. They can flood their energy in there and get your attention. We're right here. There is no end. There is only, as Spirit has said, recycling or transition. Okay? And it's really important to understand that it's just the body that's gone. The energy is still there. The consciousness is still there. The soul is still there. Okay, and Michelle is saying, I feel it on top of my arm and on top of your head and your brow. Woo, really getting your, and also your heart chakra. But you're seeing a theme here, hey? Heart chakra. Okay, upper heart, okay, upper chakras, pressure in your ears. Yep, getting the ear pressure at the back of the head. Why does energy come to the back of our head? There's another question. I'm moving down. So who delivers messages to our loved ones? The guardian angels. That's right. They'll pick up on your message and deliver it to your loved one. And the fascinating thing with this is yesterday I was giving a reading, and the message that came through from a loved one was, when you're thinking a thought for your loved one, or you're talking to them, or you're writing something down, or you're talking out loud, whichever it is, the angels will take that snapshot of that moment in time, your pitch and tone, how you're talking, how you're thinking, and deliver it to your loved one. I thought that they just, delivered the message like a voice note or a message on the phone. No. They literally deliver every bit of it. And I was like, how wild is that? Love it. Good, Christina. Very good. I love that. Yeah, they can affect electronics. They can get your attention that way. They can do so many things to get our attention. So many things. So what are our loved ones doing on the other side? What are they doing on the other side? I crack up because so often I've seen from souls, oh, on the other side, they're right here. They're like they're everywhere. They can move wherever they want. And they're omnipresent, which means they can be here, there, and everywhere all at the same time. And a lot of souls are quite busy, like really busy. And they're doing so many different things. Sometimes I see them sitting in a pub. Sometimes I see them sitting in a cottage. Sometimes I see them walking down this like marble hall with pillars and a lot of gold and a lot of white light. Sometimes I see them in the Akashic records. Sometimes I see them moving and flitting so fast, just having fun. It's like I can't even get them to slow down to talk to me because they're just busy. Sometimes I see them in an open field with wildflowers and trees, and they're just enjoying nature. And other times I see them in like a classroom setting, learning, extensive learning. Learning about what? Learning how to be a spirit guide, learning about what they need to learn about for their next lifetime, learning about what they needed to learn from their previous lifetime, and so much more. It's so much more than this, okay? Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I see them like jumping off through waterfalls and swimming. It's just like, it's really fascinating. If one has had a very long lifetime, then they are spending time in looks like a rest chamber, and they're resting. And that is closer in towards, if we want to use the word God's energy, light and love, white energy, whatever you want to call it. God's not fussy. Okay, so I'm going to have a listen and a gander to my own grandmother, and then I'm going to take a few of your questions in regards to your loved ones, okay? All right. So when you practice channeling in the beginning, the voices that come through your mind when you're channeling the energy of your loved one or your guardian angel, it'll sound like your internal voice forming the word or your thought form, okay? But then as you go down the line and you've been doing it for a few years consistently, and maybe even sooner, then you start to pick up on their pitch and tone of voice. So what I'm hearing right now is my Nana's voice. And I don't know about you guys, but there's no way I could make that happen. She has more of a high-pitched voice, and it's distinctly hers. And she's got a very unique voice. She used to play piano, and she used to sing Welsh songs. She loves singing in Welsh as well. And so she has a very distinct voice. Okay. She's just saying hello, thank you everyone. I am what was once known as Kristin's grandmother here on earth. Although we have incarnated many times with one another in many different lifetimes. And she's just smiling when she's saying it. That's why I'm smiling. And I feel this excitement in my chest and happiness, as well as feeling like smiling, okay? She wants to talk about her lifetime on Earth. She tended to lean towards taking things seriously a lot of the time. She had what you would call like an imbalance in the mind. She's saying it like that. So there are many individuals on Earth that are experiencing depression or ADHD or ADD or whatever it is, she says. That's her. She'll go, whatever it is. But she just wants you to know that you can call upon your loved one to come and help you, just like you can call on your angels, just like you can call on your spirit guides. But you can also call on your loved ones and they will come and help you and assist you. Sometimes it can be a real struggle, but there are ways of coping here on Earth to make things easier. What you're eating, what you're consuming, what you're putting into your body, food, water, drugs. Think about this. Think about, she wants you to feel if this is what your body would like. Because everything carries a vibrational frequency, and that can also affect your mindset. Other ways to help you lift up in frequency is watching what you pay attention to or give thought to, what you are placing your attention on. That's really important. What you place your attention on is what you will amplify and expand, okay? Meditation is really important. Transcendental meditation is what helped me focus better, lift up in frequency, be more calm in life. I was even able to help others briefly with healings with the angels. She's talking about she went down to the Barbara Brennan School of Healing for 4 years. And then when she came home and she had her training completed, she would help others. But first, it was important for her to help herself. Creating that balance within yourself first. And helping yourself first. And then you can help others. That's really important. She really enjoyed helping others. She really enjoyed learning from other healers and other people who were helping others in different ways here on Earth. She really enjoyed that for some time. She wants to talk about how she felt on Earth in her body. Life is an adventure, and that's how she would see it. So she enjoyed learning new things, reading up on new things, experiencing new things, traveling to new places, and that's how she was for most of her life. Especially after she lost her partner, my grandfather. That kind of sped up, and she focused on the experiences in life. And it's the experiences that you will remember when you cross over to the other side. It's not going to be the things you own or the things you have. It will be the experiences that you enjoyed, that you thrived from. And it's really important to remember that, because when you cross over to the other side, and she chuckles about crossing over to the other side. They all do this. They all chuckle about the other side, because they're right here. Okay? The other side. Where is it? I don't know. It's right here. Okay. When you cross over to the other side, that is what you will remember. The people you were able to spend time with, and the experiences that you cherished, and the memories that you had of that lifetime, and the lifetime and the experience and the memories from that lifetime. She's so like this. She's kind of feisty. She goes, you know that I speak the truth here. That's how she is. She'll be like telling you what's what in her Welsh way. Okay. She's saying that my grandfather was more laid back and she was more feisty. And she's saying that I've got a combination of both. Way to throw me under the bus, Nana. But it's true. I agree with her. She says that she really enjoyed her time with me. I was patient with her. We spent many afternoons with each other, going out for meals or going shopping, going to the grocery store, spending time with each other, with the family, having snacks and sandwiches. She would get these, she's showing me sandwich trays, which she used to buy for us. And this is what she will remember, the fondness. She's talking about me being her granddaughter, but at times she felt that I was her daughter. And we have had other lifetimes where we incarnated together, and there was that closeness and that fondness, always supporting each other and being there for each other. It's really important, she says, for you to remember these words. Okay. It's not the accomplishments or the achievements, although those are enjoyable. It is the moments and the experiences that you will remember and cherish most. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So she's going to take some of your questions. That's what she's saying. So any questions that you have, and also if we're going to check in on your loved one, oh, isn't that cool? You know, you're on your dad's side, your grandfather was a Welsh farmer. Mine worked in the coal mine, and then he went off to World War II in India. Okay. So Christine would like to know if there's any message coming in from your grandmother. I'm getting that she's watching over you and she keeps a watchful eye on you. Okay? She checks in on you on a regular basis to see how you're doing. And I get waving and smiling. That's what I'm getting. Rucha, how is my grandfather on the other side? Does he have any message? My Nana is like the gatekeeper to get to me. And she's like, yeah, he's right here. and it's like, you, over here. It's your turn. That is so how my Nana is. And like taking him by the arm, she would do that. She'd take you by the arm and take you. Okay. It's hard for me to like stay centered when my Nana's doing stuff like this. It just makes me laugh because that's how she was. I hear your grandfather thanking me, and he's telling me that he wants you to know that he's all right over here. I get he's more a simple person, okay? Meaning he doesn't need a whole lot in life. He more keeping to himself, maybe more a little bit more. He's not like a flamboyant type of person, okay? Is what I'm getting. I'm not saying simple as in how we talk about smarts. I'm talking about he is very grounded. Okay. He says, tell her that I love her. He's talking about what's going on in your head, in your mind. He says that he'd like you to give any worries or cares that you have that enter your mind from time to time, please give them to him. So when you're worrying or you have any cares, give them to him. And he will work with the angels to help release these from you and transmute them into the light. Overall, you're a happy-go-lucky person, Rusha, and he's really proud of you. But let's clean up any heaviness, okay? By way of what comes into your mind as far as thoughts. Whatever you're predominantly thinking or focusing on that's heavy, he wants to help take that from you and help you with them. I see him like being more slender and just thanking me. Totally different from my Nana. And he's just thanking me. And I see him wearing like nothing too flamboyant clothing wise, almost like brown trousers and like, you know, just like, you know, basic kind of clothing, nothing too out there. And now he's just kind of walking off to the side, like his turn is up. How amazing. He's a good person. He's a good, from what I'm gathering, a really good soul. Okay, Judy, your son's friend, my son's friend passed last night. Do they have time to pass along a message? Can be had and is okay. Message for my son is okay. You know when someone passes and you're like, it was too soon, this shouldn't have happened. Why did this happen? He's newly transitioning. He's really happy over here. I'm just saying, when you come into pure source energy, it's bliss, okay? And he's just, he's moving. So he's not holding still, and he's kind of floating past me and like smiling. And he's really happy. Okay, here's the message for your son. It's really for everyone in his family, but this is for your son. It's whomever is open to hear it. Not everybody's open to hearing messages or believes in the messages. But the message for your son is, don't let his passing play on your mind for too long. Don't grieve for too long. He wants your son to get back up and enjoy this life to the fullest, right to the end. Enjoy it right to the end. That's really important. So don't let things weigh on your shoulders or stress you out for too long. Don't think about my passing or grieve for too long. A month or two. That's really important. A month or two. But no longer than 2 months. Then it's time to get back up. And you know that I'm always here. And I'll always be here when you need me. And again, he's just happy and smiling. He's free. He's totally free is the feeling I get. Okay? Live this life to the fullest, right to the end. Don't let your thoughts, worries, or things hold you back or hold you down for too long. And then the other thing that he's saying is that if something doesn't work out in life the way that you want it to, that's okay. Think about another way to make it work. Or, okay, how do you want to say that? Find another way. Don't give up. If you have a passion or a dream and it's not working out the way that you want it to, don't give up. Find another way. That'll help build strength and character within you. And that's really important. You got to be strong and don't give up. Okay. He's moving. He's moving a lot. He's just going, he's moving around, okay? He's thanking me, and he's, again, big smile on his face, really happy, just free feeling. That's what I'm getting, Judy. Oh, here comes Dee. We created the fairy workshop coming up July 9th till July 11th, just for Dee. Because Dee is a fairy. And it's going to be an amazing ride. And I can't wait for each of you guys to come and join us. If you guys want to register for that, it's coming up July 9th to the 11th. It's going to be $155, and it's going to be full throttle for that entire weekend. And we're going to leave it open for the full week after. So if you're busy, you can come and catch up afterwards and ask questions, and we'll be right there to answer them or channel the guidance for you. And yes, it will be $155 if you're interested in coming and joining, okay? Go to channelingwithlove.com. Okay, message for D. Oh yeah, he's right here, all right. Right here on my right in my face. I feel him right here, all down the side of my body. It feels like pressure, masculine. I get a feeling like, you know, when you had that friend that had the ultimate dad, like the dad's dad. Does that seem about right, D? Like a really amazing dad? He said he tried to be. Okay. He is so proud of you. So proud of you, D. Hoo-wee. He loves your husband. Loves him. So great for you. Such a great partnership. A great union, the two of you being together. He totally is supportive of that. Loves it. He's really full throttle, hey, D? Well, you are too, D. Not surprised your dad is. Okay. He wants you to know that he's always nearby. So if you ever want to talk to him, talk away in your mind or out loud and he'll hear you. If he doesn't get your message right away, the angels will deliver the message to him. And now he's patting me on my upper back and telling me I'm doing a great job. There's others in your family, D, that he's now focusing his attention on. And there's some of them that wouldn't be open to hearing a channeled message. Like they're not open to this kind of stuff. And that's okay. Just let them be as they choose. They'll be ready when they need to or want to be ready. And if it's not in this lifetime, then maybe in the next. So we don't push it or try to make it happen with them. What's important is that you are receiving this message from him, and that's all that matters. And he's coming back to your husband again, that your husband is opening up to this as well, and he's really happy to see that. He's really supportive of everything you do. It could be something entirely like new and different for your husband, but he'd still be supportive of you doing it. He loves that. Going on adventures together, getting fresh air, the outdoors. This is all so good for the two of you. Connecting with nature and animals. He wants you to know that he's going to be there for when you cross over, and he will not be incarnating or reincarnating back into a body until you cross over, and he will be right there when you do. He's showing me you. I don't know if we've done this before, Dee. Did we do this in the course? I swear we did this before. He's showing me you having a long life. I see, he's showing me you, and then I see you aging through the years, and like, you're going to be here for a long time, okay? You ain't going nowhere. So when that time comes, he's going to be there, but you are not crossing over anytime soon. He just said, thank you, Kristin, you're the best. He's so sweet. He wants you to know he's always nearby if you need him for anything. Okay? Call on him. Ask him to help you with whatever you need help with. He says that you do chat with him. He says that you chat with him in your mind. And that he hears you when you're talking to him. And he loves it when you talk to him. And when you're pulling out the photo album and you're looking at his pictures. Sorry. And you're remembering all the good times? Or you're remembering what he looks like. He loves that. He just loves it. Okay. You're going to need to step back. Otherwise, I'm going to bawl my eyes out. Thank you. Okay, Dee. That was full throttle. All right. Myra, just similar to my Nana's name, Moira. Moira is the Welsh name for Mary. Might be similar to yours. You're looking for a message from your grandmother, Ramona, on your dad's side. Was she a bit shorter and a little feisty? My Nana behind me is like, come on, it's your turn. Almost like one assertive woman to another is the feel I get of this. Tell her I keep an eye on her. Tell her I keep an eye on her. I love her. She wants to talk about what's happening in your life, how you're feeling about living on Earth right now. Sometimes things get better when we make them get better, or we choose for them to get better. So sometimes things will get better when we decide, okay, I want things to get better. We want to have an improvement of how we feel living our life on Earth, and the improvement will happen when we decide. And then we take small incremental steps in making that happen. You know, when you go through life and it can be a slog sometimes, and sometimes you just is like the cup is half empty, and it's hard and difficult sometimes, and it's just difficult being here sometimes. That's a choice too. That's a choice too. It is also a choice to have that attitude about life too. And you get to decide if you want to change that. She wants you to ask her to help you change that. And she's going to step forward and help you make some shifts and changes in the way you see things, the way you think about things, the way you're experiencing things, your mood, your temperament. Because your soul decided to come forth into this experience to really enjoy it and to have a good time here. Remember that, okay? So it's a choice. You get to decide every day, in every moment. But sometimes she recognizes that it's difficult to make those changes and to see things differently. So she'd like to step forward and help you see things differently. She wants to talk about your dad. It's a feeling of sometimes a parent can't be everything that we need them to be, and they just do the best that they can with what they know. And they're not always, we're not always giving them, when you give someone an award and you stick it on their chest, #1 best dad. So it's not always going to be what we want it to be. And everyone here on Earth, she says, is operating through their own individual filter of how they see things, based on past experiences that they've had, based on what their parents taught them, based on their friend groups and their family members. I think it's really important that, from what she's saying, for all of us to not point the finger at our loved ones as to why we are where we are. They did the best that they could with what they knew in the moment. And a lot of people are still unawake and asleep on the planet. And it's really important that we don't judge too harshly. Rather, let them be as they are. Allow them to be as they choose. That's really important. So does that resonate, Mayra? Let me know. Thank you. I know this is a lot coming through. Man, I almost bawled my eyes out. Not surprised though, because he hit me with a wallop of energy. He just got me good. But, you know, he is expressing how he feels through me, so you can see how he feels, Dee, when I'm pretty much tearing up. That kind of love for you. Isn't that wonderful? He was a hoot. Like father, like daughter. Isn't that awesome? Yes. You know, I think that we all need a good time. We need something to just take our minds off things and have a magical ride. And that's why me and Ashley are doing this workshop coming up. And, you know, most of you guys think me and Ashley are doing this workshop together, and we are. But I'm letting Ashley take the reins on this. I'm there out of pro bono, as in I'm just volunteering my time with Ashley for this workshop. But, like, I love it. And I like having a good time, and I like having a lot of fun. I love channeling. I love working with you guys. We're going to have an amazing ride. But this is actually really Ashley's ride, and I'm just coming along for the fun, for the good time. And I feel like that's just what we all really need right now. Oh, Dee. Okay, Mayra, good. I'm glad that resonates with you. She knows everything. They know everything. You see, because our thoughts are energy, and every time we send them out, it's like a radio station. It's not hard for them to tune into it. Now, don't feel like, oh my God, they can hear everything I'm thinking. Oh God. Because I sure did in the beginning. But they're in a very loving, high vibrational vantage point, and they're just trying to help us. They're trying to help us. And sometimes they're trying to help us, help them help us, meaning get out of the trenches. And that's a choice too. All right, couple more questions. Oh, how wild, Susie. Why is it that Susie cannot connect with her mom? Okay. But I cannot connect with your mom. Okay. Difference of frequency. Different. So what does that mean? They're like, you explain it all the time, Kristin. So if one was here and the other is here, it's not as easy to connect. Does that make sense, Susie? Sometimes some people are focused over here on the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the half glass, you know, the glass is half empty, pessimism, judging, you know, being a certain way. And then other people are seeing the lighter aspects of their reality. I'm just using that as an example, okay, of a difference of frequency. It even could be you're here on Earth and, you know, your mom is, I'm just saying it's a difference of frequency. Does that make sense to you? Oh, how awesome. So your dad was coming in through your throat chakra, D. Good. That is so your dad. Yep. He's coming in through the throat box to have a chat with you. Okay, while you're coming through, Susie, with that, and I'll narrow it down if you need me to, Tracy would like to know if there's anything for her. I have a female relative that's older than you, Tracy. I'm going to go with grandmother or great-grandmother, and she's representing the family here on the other side. She's representing everyone, all of your loved ones here. I get grandmother. I feel like it's on your mother's side. Keep me posted. She says, tell her that we love her and we keep a watchful eye on her. She's saying that you're pretty go-lucky and easygoing in life and you're enjoying your experience. And talking about your husband, your partner, the two of you having a strong bond and a strong connection. And they're really happy about the two of you being together. I'm getting soulmate. And they're really happy about this. Just very supportive and loving and helping take care of you. Okay. Woo. All right. Okay, your mom was intuitive. Okay. So would you say different frequency, or it could even be you're here on Earth and she's there? I'll narrow it down if you need me to. Okay, Susie, let me know. Christina would like a message from her grandfather on her father's side. He says, I am here, and but he's like in the back, and he just put his hand up and said, I'm here. Tell her that I also keep a watchful eye on her. It's really important what you're processing through your mind, and to be the observer of your thoughts. Focus on the lighter aspects of your reality, what you're grateful for and what you appreciate in life, and you will draw more of that energy and that way of being and those types of events, situations, those types of people to you. You are the creator of your reality. Most of us didn't understand that. Most of us over here that have crossed over already, we didn't understand that. We didn't understand that when we were on Earth. You know this now, Christina. He wants to see you do this. He's going to be watching and waiting for you to do this, to be the observer of your thoughts and where you're placing your attention and your focus. He wants you to think about what you want to create more of in your life, in your reality, and do it. Okay? So he'll be waiting and watching. He's smiling and clapping now and cheering you on. That's all he wants to say. Okay. I don't know if he's like direct like that, but that's how he is right now. All right. Okay. My mom, okay, it was very intuitive. Okay. I'm coming for Susie. Can she bring the frequency closer together so she can connect with her? I'm getting not yet. What does that mean? Why? Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting is your mom is still working on things and clearing things. When your mom's ready, she will come to you. It's not yet. It's not time yet. Also, sometimes it's hard for us to let go of our loved ones when they cross over, and we depend on them still. We lean on them still. And it's important that you walk this path on Earth on your own 2 feet without her. That's also important. But she will come at a later time. You being self-sufficient on your own 2 feet without her is important. Okay. Okay. Whew. Isn't that awesome? Yes. Tracy, big time. Big time. They all love it. They love it. You'll have to tell him now. Okay. All right, everyone. It's time for me to take a breath. That was a lot of channeling in a short period of time. I'm just going to check in and see if there's any last words of guidance. My Nana is speaking on behalf of all of your loved ones, including herself. And she means all of your loved ones, not just who is here, everyone. We all love you here from the other side. It's important that you lift and raise your vibrational frequencies as much as you can. Keep your chin up. Oh, she used to say this to me all the time. Keep your chin up. She used to do this. Keep your chin up and walk forth in life. Be strong. Don't give up. Persevere. She's talking about you don't give up because you don't know what's around the corner. And there's sometimes you meet people or you have experiences that help to rebuild you and bring you back up again. Don't give up. Even for those of you that feel lost or that you've given up for years, hone in on your thoughts, hone in on your frequency, shift and make those changes. Call upon your loved ones to come and help you with whatever you need, and they will hear you and step forward and help you. Don't give up. Thank you. It's beautiful. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you next weekend. Bye.